Hey everybody, it is JPT back with Cities Skylines. So I have to admit something. Some of you, if you were watching close enough, saw a lost episode, I guess, because I recorded an episode yesterday that I forgot to do the scaling properly on. I basically, I'll show you here in a second, the resolution for this game is kind of not great in terms of scaling the UI, so I had to sort of downscale a higher window size down to the 720. This is all technical, so I'm sure some of you don't care. And on top of that, I forgot to make a edit. So basically, I was showing you my other world, which I should probably do in a future episode. But like, I loaded my other world, and it was just like 5 to 10 seconds of me just not talking. It was a little weird. So there was a couple issues with that episode. So I just went, hacked it. So we're going to try to retcon that thing today. But I did want to show you a hotfix that has been released today. Look, chirper volume. You can control this stupid little thing on the top now. You can turn it all the way down, which is what I did. Graphics wise, I'm able now to do 720. I had to do it here originally. So I should be able to just crank this thing right into Premiere and go from there. There's a film grain thing now, which I think is kind of weird. Also, the info screen can be skipped, which you'll never really see. I think that's about it. I think there's a couple other things in terms of the gameplay that we can do. Like, if we want to upgrade this one-way road to a bigger road, like I noticed this last time. Let's say we want to upgrade this one-way road to a 6-lane. It's out of the city limits technically, but now we can do it. Now you can actually use the upgrade tool on one-way roads, which is pretty awesome. Like here, if we wanted to upgrade this, we could. Originally you had to like delete these things and then go from there, and it was no bueno. So we got a fire, our building that caught on fire right here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I got a list of stuff that I did in the other episode that I wanted to repeat today. So we're going to delete this one-way road. I know we're going to do that. We do need to connect the power line from the windmill. And the way I did that was, well, I just simply extended this road down. I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to build a little bit more of a neighborhood down here. Get us a little bit closer to the number that we want. So we'll connect that. And we'll connect that. Sorry, business. Change this over. I wanted to show you guys my other world because I reference it constantly. Just because I learn a lot of stuff from it. And where I showed you guys, which you'll never see, what was that, like $200,000? In terms of the money I had. I think we might put some trees or something in here. It's gonna suck for the noise pollution portion here for these people in this neighborhood, but hey, deal with it. We already got some noise over here from commercial, but oh well. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Let's go ahead and squeeze this in here. You might be wondering why I leave these blank. It's because if I want to continue roads. It's a lot easier to do that rather than just destroys people's lives. So we'll do that as well. Oh, and we'll put some commercial on this corner. People are demanding industry. So one of the things that I was looking at when I was looking at the world map is that there's a lot of industry. There's a lot of forestry up here. And the way I figured out how to do this was that you do have to build roads, from what I understand, and you have to set that district to be that particular industry. So, I am going to buy this piece of land simply because I need to do some work over here. And this is actually fairly cheap. It's only $5,000. And I say only. It's actually going to let me buy a couple more pieces. So if we really wanted to continue, like, this just looks crazy. This piece of land over here, this big clover leaf. This actually is closer to a clover leaf than that. But even then, it's still kind of crazy. So one of the things I need to do here is I need to say no to that. And I think I'm going to move the fire station on this side of the road, because then they'll be able to go around this way and take care of these buildings. Too many of these buildings are catching on fire. So we'll do that here in a second. Increase the education budget was the other thing I wanted to do, because people are going to complain about that. So I'm just going to do 150. Mostly because they're like, hey, not enough educated workers, and I totally understand that. I am also going to increase the commercial taxes. That was the other thing. I'm going to do it up to 11, just to get a little bit more money rolling in. Right now we're only getting 1,200. And of course expand this towards the windmill, which should take care of the power. But I do believe I need to expand the water. So that's actually... how am I going to do this? Guess I'll just do it to here? Or should I do it to here in case I buy that? Yeah, I guess I'll just do it this way. In case I ever expand this direction. There we go. That works for me. That works for me. Eventually we'll expand this way too. So we got this road that connects here. Is that everything? I believe it is. That power line should connect by itself. Delete the one-way on the industry loop and expand a loop to multiple lanes. So I'm going to keep this, I believe, one-way, but I'm going to make this a two-way street. So people can leave this way and come in this way. But I'm thinking about making that a 4-lane road. So I should be able to upgrade this. Yes, perfect. Although, space is already occupied because this plant is here. So that's not great. So I actually have to delete this road. So yesterday I couldn't do it, so why don't I just follow along with that thinking and understanding. And that's a one-way road there. I'm going to delete it and make it a 4-lane. Huzzah. And actually, let me make sure. There we go. Not enough money. Aha. That's going to cost a lot of money. So this building's just going to stay on fire. Oh, it won't let us delete it because it is on fire. Well, you just burn down. We'll take care of you. Oh, I was going to try to find a mod. That's going to disappear anyways. I was going to try to find a mod that took that away, but hey, if you can turn down the volume on it, I'm better for it. And let's speed things up a little bit. We're going to need quite a bit of money to make this happen. Sounds like I swallowed a frog, doesn't it? Not sure why that is. Is this industry back here? Like, are these actually a part of... Yeah, I guess that is kind of the part of the building. It's kind of weird, because otherwise I could just do it like... It's not even playing nice with me. I guess I could do it this way. Again, not enough money. Boo. Although, where was I making that road connection? Was I making... Oh, I don't even know now. Was I making it up here? Or was I making it here? I think I want to make it here. So let's go ahead and connect it like that, and then just make that connection down to here. Space already occupied. Well, that's one thing that drives me a little bit crazy, is that sometimes it's like, it's already occupied, and then sometimes it's like, yeah, just go ahead and destroy that business. Slope too steep, my butt. I hate having to do this. Not enough money. Fantastic. I need $720. Come on. Give Daddy that money. Still don't have enough money. Come on. I love how it just flashes. Oh, 714. I need 720. 739. Yay! But wait. Get a refund. Get a refund job. So let me put the industry in this way. We'll go down all the way through here. It's kind of weird that I didn't fill those in, but hey, they're getting filled in now. That's all that matters. Put that there. And we're going to have to move this over. So we need $2,400 to make that happen. So now that we bought all this land down here, we'll focus on making this an industry. So Driftwood is going to become a wood industry town. So I'm going to have just a little bit of industry here. Not 100% sure why I made this a 4-lane road, although I think that will probably come to help us in the future. But I will probably move this. I think I might move it here, because then they can still get here and get down this way if they need to, but then they just jump on the road and do the big loop. I was thinking... See, there's like a median here, so they can't go out. So I may have to just put it right here in the middle. I don't know. Quite a bit of stuff to think about. Let's see if re-adding this industry makes this go down any. I think it will. Might make today's episode a little bit longer, because what I was going to try to do is I was going to try to take the old episode and like resize it and then make that edit and then re-export it, but I actually deleted the original raw video, which is my bad. It's my bad. So I'll own it and kind of get us to the point where I left things the last time around. So let's see, electricity, we are making a connection there, so that's good. Education, we have more kids that are eligible in terms of elementary, so we'll probably need to build another elementary. Since I am expanding this direction, I will probably put another one like here on this corner. That's what I'm thinking. Although a lot of these kids, like a lot of these people are low. Let's see what a school would do for us. Oh, of course, it doesn't show you the effect until you have money, which I think is kind of weird. That's one thing I wish they would change. Oh wow, that industry went way back down. So we're nearing the 2400. Let's go ahead and see if I move it here on the corner, it gets better coverage. But if I move it here, it's saying it can't cover that other side of the road, which I have a hard time believing. What if I just put it there? No, I'm going to put it... I feel more comfortable putting it here on the corner. So let's just go ahead and relocate it here. And that should help out. At least I hope so. And these aren't covered either. Is it because of this? Yeah, it's probably because of that. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, eventually we'll build a road that goes up and over here, runs through here. We'll do a little beta test on a little bit of land. I'm assuming forestry might not need educated workers, because that's what happened. Oh, abandoned building. That one building that needed educated people was like, not sticking around. I'm just going to leave my building here. So, sorry about you. I have other priorities. But like agriculture, that is one that freaks out if you have education in your city. Like, they want uneducated workers, and I think that's kind of bad. It's not, I mean, it is realistic, but at the same time, it's not, because I know a lot of people that work in agriculture that are really smart. I mean, you kind of have to be, farm, especially, this sounds terrible, but it's not supposed to be. You kind of need to be farm smart. I mean, there's things that I can't do that a farmer can, and I guess vice versa. So, I don't know. I think education is kind of important. But I guess some people would argue that farming is a little bit different than other things. But again, where I live, there's a lot of smart people that own farms. So I'll kind of carry the torch for him. Let's see, are these roads a little bit better? Yeah, relief on these roads is 100 times better than it was. Got deliveries going on. This building's on fire. Looks like the fire trucks are already there. Fantastic. That was such an issue before. The building's up in flames. Let me do some screenshotting. That's a cool screenshot. There we go. I don't know if this game actually has a built-in screenshot button. Wow, the police and everybody are there. And this is nice too, because the trucks should... No, I guess they're taking up the road. Oh, that building is totally burnt to a crisp. But that truck's making deliveries. Whoa, that garbage truck turned around in the median. Can you actually turn around? Do what you want to do. Remember, have a look at the newly unlocked service, which is a bus depot, which we do not have the money for. That thing costs like at least 30,000. Yeah. Right on the money, and then some. So roads is probably the next thing I want to do. Again, there's such a demand for industry that we will probably just build a 2-lane road off of this. Let's see, do I want to do that? Because for anybody to get off the highway, what we might do is we might build like a highway thing that connects to this road. So if people want to come off the highway to the industry, they can do that. But I think for right now, I think we'll just build it off of this road here. We'll build it there. I need my page up. So we'll get that going. So how many squares is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I'm a stickler for things matching. Slope too steep, not anymore. Bada bing, bada boom. Our first overpass. Let's see how much, yeah, we're gonna have not enough money for the rest of this road. But we'll build it there. For right now, we can even put stuff on, we can even put residential on this side, which I didn't even think about. That might be a cool little thing to do. What we might do is we might take this road down to about here, and then just expand it right through here. Right through here. So we might do like oil up here. Like we might run like a little, we might do a little agriculture here. It's not the best. That's really all we have. Yeah, we got a little bit of yeah. So we might do a little bit of agriculture, like a farm district in here, oil district in here, and then just like maybe branch off of this one and do some forestry. I think that could really come in handy, because right now it's showing, I can't even see that. Don't worry, I think it says 26, whereas this says 62,339, which is this whole big glob here, and I'm sure most of that as well. And even this one we could do. But for right now, I guess we should probably let the money flow back in. We could even take a loan, but I haven't quite done that yet. In my other game, I had this loan taken out. I had already paid this one off. No, we only have 1,600. I thought maybe we took one. So we're almost done paying that one off. We could probably just let's just pay that off. Now we don't have it anymore. I feel better about that. It looks like energy is becoming an issue at the moment, but that's hopefully okay. Something's going on up there. But what had happened was I had taken this loan out, and I still had this one available. This one had gotten under the 20,000 mark, so I took this loan because it's 5% interest, paid this one off because it's 10%, and then we were only paying 5% interest on the loan. So people are freaking out because we're having a brownout, I think. So let's look at power. Okay, so we're kind of in that weird, awkward middle ground. Yeah, we're getting power from this. We got a dead person. Oh, God. We're not even close to getting the cemetery yet. Or no, we can buy the cemetery. Okay, good. $8,000. Ooh, yeah, I don't want to let that get out of hand. Could just demolish that building. Bury the body. No one will know. Oh yeah, districting. Need to add this real quick. I've gotten really good at making districts. I think my other world has like 15 districts now. I may open up the next episode and show you guys that, since I tried to do it with this episode originally. That wasn't the case. So I do apologize in the hiccup of episodes, those of you that want this on a daily basis. I even had somebody comment, she was, I think it was a lady, a girl. I think she was like, hey, you need to, if you're going to set up a cut, you need to properly do it. And I was like, she got it. Because what happened was I wasn't feeling well at all yesterday. And normally when my wife gets home, you know, we have dinner together, and then I might spend a little bit more time on the computer. But I was not feeling well at all, so she had a thing to go to, and I just fell asleep on the couch. I was trying to catch up with Arrow. Got through Season 1. I was trying to start watching Season 2, and I was out. And then I woke up, like, in a panic, like... I am convinced, I am absolutely convinced, I can't even say the right word because I'm so flustered right now, that Episode 6 of City Skylines is the number of the beast. 666. This has been the most jacked up episode I've ever done in my life. We ran out of hard drive space. I ran out of hard drive space. You didn't run out of hard drive space. I normally check up on that stuff. I got a 120 gig solid state drive that I record to, and I had like other stuff recorded, like RimWorld and Minecraft, stuff that I'd already rendered. But I was so freaked out after I had to wanted to re-render this episode last time, that I kept those on there, and well, that bit me in the butt. So I was like, this is going to be a super long episode. I think it cut off after like 21 minutes or something, so we'll go another 10 minutes. I'm convinced I have enough hard drive space for that. No idea what I was saying. Actually, I knew exactly what I was saying because I could go back and listen to the audio since I record that separately. Video? Nope, doesn't exist. So I built across the highway here. I got a little road, a little 2-lane road that goes up and over, down over here. Had to build another power station. Had to take a loan to build it. It's $19,000. Excuse me. And zoned out some residential here, because eventually we're going to forestry this. Went over here and realized that I didn't have enough people to do oil. It said, nope, you can't do an oil district. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? So it won't let me zone oil until I get 5,000 people. I can do all the other stuff, which kind of seems weird, but it is what it is. So we can do forestry, so I did a little nugget of forestry right here. Don't want to get too crazy too fast with this because, as you can see right now, we named this Park District. It actually was already named that. And I put smoke detector distribution, recycling, and a smoking ban, because I don't want any fires over here. Smoking ban, recycling, and smoke detector here as well, because that'll eventually be oil, and you don't want to do any crazy stuff with oil there. Looks like this might need to be expanded to here. There we go. Getting crazy with this. I just wish there was a marquee tool. I've talked about this so many times, and I don't think you've ever heard me actually say it, because it hasn't been recorded. I wish I could just go click all the way over to here, and it'd just be square. If there's a mod for that, I'm totally installing it. I'll have to look at it. Oh, gosh. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. There we go. So we got this going now. These people will freak out because they're like... So we got like a forestry friend, so they actually grow trees here. We got Planks for Life. We got like a lumber company. I think there's like a furniture. Yeah, Fine Furniture. There's like a furniture store here. But these people are saying, not enough workers. Make sure there's a free residential blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, you also want uneducated workers, from what I understand. So there's a need for residential stuff. Guess what? We're putting it in. I had to build a water line all the way from there over here. And again, power. We got power that's running across there. It is what it is. We were going to need power anyways because we were running fairly low. Now we make 107. When you make solar is super efficient. It makes 160 compared to this, which only makes 40. This makes 120. But the fact that this makes 160, I think I have 2 of those running my city of like a ton of people, like 20,000 at least. And I have like $300,000. Kind of crazy. But these people are demanding... What's this? An abandoned building? Not no more. And now we got a dead person over here. I deleted this dead person. Oh, man. We need a cemetery. We probably need another school, too. Oh, man. No. Somehow we're good on that. I wonder if it's because we built that industry and they're like, screw this, I don't need any more education. I'm going to go work on the lumber. Probably is what had happened. It'd be kind of cool if it was. Not in real life, but just kind of in that aspect. So we got 3 people that are deceased that need to be buried. We need $8,000 to make a cemetery happen. Alright. We got dead bodies everywhere. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I swear this episode is cursed. Don't want to borrow any more money. We'll just let people move in. This looks like it's trying to creep back up. We got industry going on over here, so we got our little commercial right here. I want to zone off just a 4x4 square of that before we put more people in here. Let me make sure. Okay, here's the thing. This is going to be agriculture as well, because there's just a little bit of it. You can kind of see there's just a little bit of yellow here. So we'll put just a little bit of farms in with our residential. I'm just trying to see if... Okay, so there's really no green here. We'll go ahead and just mark this up with residential. Let me make sure... Yeah, there's none here either, so we'll just put residential right next to the commercial. They'll just have to live with that. So we'll put that there. Kind of extended this all the way out because I needed to go this way. So again, that'll be oil right there. Eventually we'll build an oil plant and we'll be able to fuel our own city, which would be kind of nice. Oh, we're nearing that. Okay, so it says we can buy it now, which we can. Now, will this help that residential out? No, it won't. Space is already occupied. Okay. So I'm thinking... It's already here. Pharmacy, drugstore, clothing, busy corner shop. It'll fit right in there. I was hoping to get it this way. Distance is too short. My butt. Oh, it's because it's got this little walking path here. That's why. I was like, why isn't it going in there? Well, that would actually be the perfect width. So let me get rid of that. And now we can put it right there. Perfect. Boom. Funeraled. The cemetery. For the final resting place for deceased citizens. Which means, since this is here, unless we relocate it, we can't make this road any wider. So I shouldn't have put it there. What happens if I relocate? Can I not? Yeah, I can't go further back. Ah! Oh well. That is what it is. We did that to ourselves. That was a stupid move, Jason. Oh well, we'll relocate it when we have, like, you know, $200,000 and no worries in the world. What are you complaining about? No more urns on the mantelpiece. Who should I call if no one shows up to pick the dead? Moving out. Good. Get out of my town. I don't want to hear from you. Tony Phillips, Elizabeth Green, Timber Industry. You're welcome. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of green money here in a little while. Look at that. $1,800. We're flowing in the money. Then again, we're also going, like, super buku fast. Oh, boy. What about education? Now, look at that. We're doing good there, and we're doing good there. Couldn't ask for any more. Make sure we're still recording. Yes, we are. Okay, so what are you guys complaining about? Ground is polluted. It's making citizens feel nauseous. Make sure there's health care available. Ooh, brie. You guys want a clinic? How much is that going to cost me? $10,000. Oh my gosh. Need to give you guys a clinic. Just put a clinic right here. Ah, so we're basically going to have to support 2 cities at some point, which makes sense. I bet traffic is crazy through here. Yeah, it's going to get real busy through here real fast. So we'll keep that in mind. Probably shouldn't have built that there. You know, even though I've played a lot of my other game, we really haven't learned our lessons. It's kind of hard to talk and think and build and do all sorts of stuff at the same time. This game's tough. You eventually hit a weird threshold where you just feel like everything's going to be alright, and then once you have like so much money in the world, that's when things get a little bit more interesting. You're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make it out of here? So I think what we'll do is we're just going to build roads. So like this, like that. Eventually we'll we may just build them like this so they're parallel. So as we can go further back, we'll just go further back. I think that's a fantastic plan. Right now you guys need a clinic. I have $8,000. I was thinking that was 8,000. It's not, it's 10. It's 10,000. I pause this game all the time. I always want to be on top of things. I'm not sure exactly where we should build this clinic. Probably here in the corner. Down on the corner, out in the street. I was thinking building it right there. But I'm thinking right here in the corner would be a mighty fine place to build that. Maybe this way, in case we want to... Hold on. Let's see what this does if we upgrade this road. Yeah, so it takes the 1 square out of it. So that's what we'll do. We'll just build it. How big is this? Right there? Perfect. And now they're happy because they're getting their health care. They should instantly change as soon as they should be the first customers in that clinic. Come on, change that color. Come on. Get to the clinic. Get to the clinic. Get to the clinic. Okay, so they're happy, and there we go. Yeah, that's funny. I've never seen that face before. Citizens are failing ill, ground is polluted, and remove polluted buildings nearby or offer more healthcare. Is the pollution really bad out here? Oh, it's because they're right next to the power station. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, see, that's why that's not a great idea. But eventually I'm actually going to move this back further off the road. May even just build a little dirt road off of it so people can go to it. Yeah, that's why they're sick. Didn't even think about that. Probably would have needed a clinic if I didn't put freaking power station crazy right next to him. That's my bad. That's my bad. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I cannot wait to get further away from this particular episode. Not saying I didn't enjoy it. I've played it 3 times over at this point. So, hope you learned something. Hope you got some entertainment out of today's episode. Let me know what I did wrong in the comments. Feel free. I'm sure I've done plenty of terrible, terrible things to the citizens of Driftwood. But, hey, it is what it is. We'll keep getting more money. Probably expand this road quickly, because... Are you complaining about crime now? You gotta be kidding. Crime rate is 6%. What do you think this is, Detroit? No offense to anybody that lives in Detroit. You some tough people out there in Detroit. Oh, man. Well, look at that. All sorts of crazy things going on. Fires here. What are you complaining about? Not enough customers. Zone more residential area. I don't need to. You're not telling me to. Yeah, the crime rate is high. We got abandoned buildings. This town is going to heck. Everyone else seems very happy. Alright, so one police station apparently not cutting it anymore. What about fire? Got a fire station there, fire station there. These people don't like the fire station capacity. These people are all going to burn alive. Oh boy. Grow the city. These colored bars indicate the demand for city by their zoning types. I'm working on it. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode of City Skylines. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And until next time, this is JPT. Go play your games, and I'll be seeing ya.